So here's the thing then, right? So at the weekend, there was some criticism on Twitter of Little Mix and their new video. And you sort of feel as though the criticism has been getting stronger over the past sort of 12 to 24 months. Obviously not from any diehard Little Mix fans that, let's face it, a Little Mix could walk on stage in a black sack and mime the whole show, and their diehard supporters, the maybe the young'uns, the ones that followed them across the country and paid the fortunes to put the money in the girls' pockets, maybe they wouldn't they weren't joining in with a criticism that's been delivered to the girls. However, what I will say is that Piers Morgan sent a tweet out the other day about the girls, or he said something on the show, and the girls responded on a BBC Radio 1 interview by calling Piers Morgan a twat. Which, really, is not the way to tackle the argument, is it? It's actually, all that does really is play into the hands of Piers Morgan and the people that are criticising things like the girls' outfits that they're wearing. Do you know what? And the thing is as well, here's the important thing. No one is really criticising the music the girls are releasing. This is the different situation to a situation like Cheryl, where she's getting panned for sounding dreadful. The girls are getting panned because of the clothes that they're wearing. And we live in a day and age now where whether the girls or anybody in the music industry admits it, you are, you become a superstar, but you're also given a title, really, of a role model, which, whether you want it or not, because you're in the public eye, that's attached to you. And it's an important thing. And these girls don't just pay money to, and boys, pay money to come and watch you perform, but they also, in many ways, when they're growing up, want to be the way you are. So how you portray yourself on stage, on a video, in an interview is all part of creating this mass image that people maybe subconsciously follow and want to be like. And maybe the girls should realise, and I'm sure they do, because they're all clever girls, should realise, if they don't already, that everything that they do, down to every word they speak, to every lyric they sing, to every item of clothing that they wear, is feeding their fans' minds as to how they want to be. Sort of shapes the way they grow up, especially if their biggest fan base is, 10 to 15-year-olds, or even 11 to 17-year-olds. At such an important age where everybody's developing and trying to mold your own life and create the way that you're going to be. And we all like to find your own image at that time when you're growing up at that age. And it's so important, the most important years of your life, because it shapes the way you are in the future. It's all relevant. It's all relevant. So actually, what Piers Morgan has said, I've got to say, for me, is completely right. Because here's the thing, right? And remember, this is not criticism that is aimed at the girls' voice, song, talent. Nobody's questioning that. Quite frankly, I couldn't give a toss about it either. They can sing. They're very good. I play the music. So be it. They deserve all the success that they have. However, they've also got to be responsible with the way that they're portraying themselves. Now, this has also been said for the past couple of years that what the girls are wearing, and it is important, and we should be allowed to say it, and we shouldn't be stopped from saying it just because by using the argument, well, the women, so you can't talk like that. It's not on. It's not fair. You would say the same thing if I don't know. If Sam Smith, not that he would, but if Sam Smith was doing the same thing, or if Ollie Murs was started appearing in videos in just Speedos, or a G-string, you'd suddenly be saying, hang on a minute, Something's changed. This is obviously slowly crept in with the girls over the past couple of years, where the videos are more raunchy, more divisive, more sexy, but also we all understand that the girls have got their own personalities, and they want to show that in videos that they release, and they want to show the world just how sexy they are and all that, which is fine. And girl power and all that, whatever that means, is there to be seen. But the question needs to be asked, do they need to do that by wearing the items of clothing that the girls are wearing? Because if that was me and I was them, well, number one, I probably wouldn't be bothered, actually. And I can probably see from the girls, if they want to admit it, then they are probably not too bothered either. However, somebody's got to take some responsibility somewhere to say, because of the demographic of their fan base, it is important to portray yourself in a proper manner. Now, I'm not sure wearing items of clothes that show off arses and a skimpy, as much as, listen, let's face it, we all have seen it, is the right image to do. Now, times have changed, and times from the Spice Girls and All Saints and, every other band, girl band, because we're talking girls specifically, and this band specifically. It's not a men versus women argument. We know times have changed, but principles and standards, they should never change. And what I hope is the girls are not now using simply sex appeal to sell singles. Because if that's the case, somebody somewhere needs to stop it. And it's okay the girls appearing on radio interviews to say Piers Morgan's a twat and his opinion doesn't matter. But I think you'll find that many mums and dads across the country would probably agree that they don't want their children to want to dress or portray themselves the way that the girls are doing. So, very kindly, and with all the greatest respect in the world, I would say to the girls, don't be so defensive. Don't jump down Piers Morgan's throat because he has an opinion. Realise that many people share the same opinion and hold different values and morals to what your videos are currently showing. And that's that.